rapid increases in the flow of goods and services between different nations and cultures have changed what people eat, how they dress, and even how they communicate with one another. For you, increased trade has meant greater choice of what to buy and often lower prices. Look through your room. Chances are it is full of items from all around the world. The relatively free trade that exists today provide you with extended choices. No one forces you to buy that shirt from India or that CDP from Japan. You bought them because you prefer them to other shares and CDPs you might have bought. Perhaps because they have certain characteristics, styles, color, perceived quality, or price that you favor. Your gains are beyond experience. Your gains are being experienced worldwide because the wings of international trade have long generally failed in the past decades. Nations all over the world have dramatically lowered the barriers they impose on the borders of other countries. One region that was once closed to virtually all trade, but it's now open is Eastern Europe and the countries that make up the former Soviet Union. Key part of these countries attempt to create market capitalist economic systems has been the opening of their borders to international trade. In Western Europe, the member of the European Union (EU) has eliminated virtually every restriction on the free flow of goods and services among them. Truckload of electronic equipment from Italy now passes through France on its way to Spain with no more restriction than what we encounter by a truck delivering goods from Michigan to Illinois. The party or the equipment can even be arranged using the new currencies, the euro, which have been adopted by the most EU nations. Canada, Mexico, or the United States, while not adopting a common currency, have created a similar free trade area, but not American Free Trade Area and NAFTA and FTA. In addition, the 18-member nation of the Asian Pacific Economic Cooperation Organization (APEC) agreed in 1994 to form a free trade area among industrialized nations such as the United States and Japan by 2000 and by 2010. in other member nations such as Mexico and China agreed to participate by 2020. NAFTA has resulted in a dramatic increase in trade between Canada, the United States, and Mexico. Since NAFTA's creation in 1994, employment in all three countries has risen substantially. Those increases in employment cannot necessarily be attributed to NAFTA, but the fact that you have outcome fines in the face of the arguments when NAFTA was first proposed that it will lead to a reduction in U.S. employment. Economics of the environment economics. The net benefit of pollution. Alternatives in pollution control. More exception. Emission test, incentive approaches, marketable pollution permit, merit or incentive approaches, public policy and pollution, the record. Inequality, poverty, and discrimination. Poverty in the United States. Income inequality. Change distribution of income, measuring inequality. Mobility and income distribution, explaining inequality, family structure, technological and managerial change, tax policy, economics of poverty, defining poverty. The demography of poverty. Government policy and poverty. Cash versus non-cash assistance. Cash versus non-cash assistance. Welfare reform. Explaining poverty. Poverty and welfare program. The economics of discrimination in the marketplace model sources of discrimination in the United States today. Growth of real GDP and business cycles. Phases of the business cycle. Business cycles and the growth of the real GDP in the United States. Measuring total output and income. Look up. Measuring total income. The components of GDI. Employee compensation, profit, rental income, net interest, depreciation, indirect taxes, tracing income from the economy to households. And economic well-being. Measurement programs and real GDP revision. The conceptual programs with real GDP. Household protection. Underground and illegal protection. Leisure is an economic good. All other things being equal, more leisure is better than less leisure. Blah, 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 blah. The GDP account ignores facts. Conclusion: GDP and human happiness. International comparisons of real GDP and GNP. Aggregate demand and aggregate supply. Start up a trade when economic growth. The nature and creation of money. What is money? A unit of account, store of value. Types of money. Commodity money. Fiat money. Banking system, the banking system and many creation. Banks and other financial intermediaries. Bank finance and fractional reserve system. Other asset, loan security to the asset. Check deposits, borrowing, other deposits, other liability to the liability network. Many creation. Loan. Financial markets and the economy. Climbing down on many fruit. Government and fiscal policy, a massive stimulus. Government and fiscal policy, a massive stimulus. International trade can apply. ကြည့်ပြီးလိုက်အမှန်လောင်းဆိုရင်ပါလေSchool and nature economy division. Economy is the study of how individuals, business, and government allocate resources to satisfy their unlimited wants and needs. It's involved analyzing choices and trade-offs made in a world with limited resources. Key concepts in economics include scarcity, choice, opportunity cost, and the allocation of resources. Definition. What to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce. And macroeconomic, microeconomic ရှိမယ် macroeconomic ရှိတယ်နော် economic models တွေရှိမယ် role of economics analysis တွေရှိမယ် individuals, firms, government, international organization ပါပါတယ် system ဆိုပါလေ system ဆိုရင် types of economic systems and traditional economy ဆိုတာပါတယ် traditional economy, common economy, market economy, mixed economy, comparative analysis of economic system, efficiency and equity, innovation and stability, consumer choice and government control, adaptability and inertia, market economy, characteristics of the market economy, private ownership, price mechanism, competition, consumer sovereignty, profit motive, market force, demand and supply, rule of price in allocating resource allocation, consumer choice, efficiency, advantages, disadvantages, central planning, state ownership, resource allocation, production targets, price control, limited consumer choice, income distribution, and many disadvantages and advantages to farming. Economy. Market elements, common elements, rural government in a mixed economy, regulation, redistribution, public goods and public services, stabilization, challenges and opportunity in market economies. Challenges to share, advantages to share. So, bueno. Supply and demand. Demand and supply nature. Production cost analysis. Production cost from chapter 5 production function. Chapter 5 market structure. Proper competition. Short run, long run equilibrium. Monopoly, oligopoly, monopolistic competition, pricing strategy တဲ့Feta markets and income Feta markets and income national incomes and output national income and output GDP လို့ပါတယ်နော် aggregate demand and aggregate supply အဲ့ဒီပါပဲ money and banking အဲ့ဒါနော် economy တို့ environmental economy တို့အဲ့ပါတယ် international trade and exchange rate တို့ international finance and economic policy တို့ပါတယ် inflation and employment economic growth and development ဒီအကြောင်းအရာတွေပါတယ်လေ့လာလို့ရတယ်နော် behavioral economics of technology and innovation and global economic challenge inclusion economics in the 21st century ပါတယ်လေ့လာရပါတယ်ပေါ့ဒါဆိုရင်တူတူလေ့လာခြင်းဒီမှာ short ကိုနေပေါ့ဒီမှာလေ့လာရှိရှိကတော့ extend knowledge လို့ခြင်းနဲ့ဆိုတော့ဒီ long ကိုနှိပ်ပြီးတော့လေ့လာလို့ရပါတယ်နောက် GCE and GCE the public economics ပါတယ်နော်extend knowledge ပေါ့ဒီကြည့်ပြန်ပါရှင်းလေးနဲ့လေ့လာရရတယ် macro micro ရှိမယ် macro economic ရှိမယ် micro economic ရှိမယ်တော့ဒါလေးလေ့လာလို့ရတယ် business cycle and stabilization ပါပါတယ်micro ခုက micro public sector ပါပါတယ် necessity ဒါရောတင်profit maximization and perfect competition monopolistic antitrust and regulation rules market labor market capital and financial market land market natural resources ဒါတွေတောင်ပါတယ် aging နဲ့ social security ရ healthcare တွေအဲ့ဒါတွေပါတယ်နော်income distribution market system production cost supply monopoly land market resources ဘာညာဒီတော့လည်းရပါတယ် brief note ဒါအတူပေါက်လေးတွေပြီးလေ့လာခြင်းနဲ့ဆိုရင် brief note မှာတော့ပြီးတော့လေ့လာပေါ့နော်အနည်းဆုံးလေးတွေနဲ့အဲ့ဒါ command question လေးနဲ့question နဲ့အဲ့ဒါ question 1 question 2လေးလိုက်ဖြေလိုက်လေးပါတယ် question 4ရဲ့ကြီးတဲ့ဒီတော့ဗျာမေးကြည့်ပါတယ်ဟိုအဲ့ဒါစကလုံးလေးနိုင်တယ်လောက်ထားတာနော်အေးမဆိုရင်ဒါအေးနဲ့ပတ်သက်တဲ့စကလုံးလေးဆိုရင် S နဲ့ပတ်သက်တာရောအဲ့ဒါရset နဲ့ဆိုရင် zero rate zero base account zero group zero rate zero sum game လိုက်ရတာ ဝတ်ဒါနဲ့ပတ်သက် NCERT NCERT ဆိုတာNCERT quiz quiz 66ခုquiz 66ခုnumber 1မိုက်ပြတာရပါလား step 1 is to decrease in the phone ကြောင်သွားပြီရှင်